All right, well, this is definitely going to be a trust the process manicure. I will show it to you in a moment, but I just want to say hello. How are you doing? Welcome back. How have you been? We are now well over 1,000 subscribers. It is August 12th, technically August 13th, because it is well after midnight that I am working on this manicure, and it's taken me quite a bit, but I'm actually quite liking it. I'm using new product from Tiny, Tiny, Lang Lang series. I'm actually using a few different colors from a few different series, or I guess 2 different series. And I will go over them with you now as I flash cure my thumb. So I did a purchase of a dual set of syrup gels. They are peach and pink, and I really wanted to do a strawberry themed manicure. So this is what we're working with. And initially I was very on the fence with it because I had my pinky nail didn't have the French on it, and my pointer finger doesn't have the French on it. So it looked kind of weird, and I wasn't sure how to proceed, but I didn't want to stop and start all over again because I really wanted to use these syrup gels because they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So I pushed forward, and it actually turned into something that I really like. And I'm going to show you how I did it. But first, we're putting on a base coat of number 93, I think it is. Let's see. 003. There's no 9 in there. TTY003. And basically just wanted to have something that was light, where I'm heading into the end of summer now, because it's still the beginning of August. When this posts, it's going to be September, heading into fall. So I wanted something kind of light, transitional, and keeping in theme with the summer fruit nails that everybody has been doing. I'm just going to do 2 layers of 003, and that's going to be all that I use this color for in this video. And then we're going to move on to some others. This set did come with a milky white, which I really wanted to use, but I thought it would be one tone too many, so I decided to stick with the pink and peach. All right, so as I said, we're doing strawberries. So I've got some small strawberries on my thumb that kind of mirror polka dots. And I did originally have them going up over the French. So if you look closely, you can see there's like a shadow of the color that was wiped away, and I didn't really wipe it away too well. I'd actually already cured it, so I had to file it off, and I didn't want to run the risk of filing off the French. So I went a little light with the e-file. The Plaid gave me some pause because it does look a little blurry and kind of messy, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. I think it's just a factor of the nature of the gels, and that they're syrup, so they're very close in tonality and they kind of bled into each other. But I'm going to call it artistic, and I wanted to replicate it with my ring finger and just have it on the French portion. And then we've got another large strawberry on the pinky, and then I just put a little bow on my middle finger for an accent. And it is a little off kilter. I'm not that happy about that. Kind of slid as I was putting it in the lamp to cure. but see if I can make it go on properly on my right hand. I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat, and then we're going to get into the French. All right, so I'm going to be doing the French the same way that I do all of my Frenches, and I'm going to paint it on and then wipe it away. That's a lie. I don't do all my Frenches that way. It just seems like it's easier in this instance. So I'm using TYY006, and I'm knocking over my other colors in the process. Let's put this away. And it's kind of going to be difficult to see because they are so close in tonality. But we're going to make it work. And we're going to do 2 coats, even though I usually only do 1 coat with my Frenches. So just going to take your cleanup brush with a little bit of alcohol, and you're going to wipe away the smile line. Then you can go in with your liner brush. And I've got a little bit more of the polish on my palette. I'm going to put in, or help adjust, help fix, straighten out the smile line and make it look the way I want it to. It's actually pretty good. I did better with my left hand than I did with my right hand. And you're actually going to see it better when it goes, well, if you do this on yourself with these colors, you'll see it better once it goes into the light because it kind of brightens it up. Let me see if I can show you. I'm going to flash it here. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's a little bit brighter underneath the light, so you can really see where the delineating lines are. All right, I'm going to move on to my other fingers. Oh, my pointer finger doesn't get the French. That's right. All right, we've got our French laid in, and now I want to put in the accent line. I wasn't intending on doing an accent line originally, but I thought that you couldn't really see the French too well without it. So I'm just using this other color that I got from one of my other sets. It is TYY036. And I think I'm going to use my smaller liner brush just because the bristles are a little bit thinner and I don't want chunky lines. Get away, hair. Please. Please. So I'm going to start from the middle. I'm just going to bring the line down as evenly as possible. Now, as you can see, I am stabilizing my hand so that it doesn't shake. It's not always possible though to find the angle. Zora. Hey! Zora! So if you can't stabilize your finger on your hand, then stabilize it on a bottle or something else that you've got handy. I'm just trying to even out the opacity. Could always go over it with a secondary line. All right, so I'm going to go in and start doing the plaid. Now, the way I did it with my, the way I did it with my left hand was I used my liner brush, but I think I want to go in with my striping brush this time and get the layers a little bit thinner, because when I did it on my left hand, it was very lumpy and bumpy and difficult to go over. But as you can see, you can't really see it. I'm having trouble building up the color with the striping brush. And I don't want to do multiple coats because that's just going to still bulk it up. So we're going to clean off our lining brush because it's got fuzz on it. I'm going to grab a little bit more of this color. That's not it. TYY014. I guess I'll just try to be thinner with it than last time. I'm going to switch back to the brighter pink that's from the other set and do some thinner lines. And now I'm going to cure it so that I can go and do the horizontal lines. All right, so we've got one finger down. I'm going to go ahead and do my ring finger. And even though I have the curved line in there, the small line, my plaid lines are going to be straight, or as straight as I can make them. I'm just going to go down and do on either side of the smile line. And then I'm going to pull it straight across. Oops, wrong color. All right, let's move on to our strawberries, and then we're going to finish up with the bow. So let me grab my dotting tool, and basically you're just putting in, I'm using the brighter pink 0036 and knocking things over again. Wouldn't be a video if I didn't knock things over. Basically, you're getting schmutz on your nail. You're putting in little, like, triangle dots. You're just elongating it into like a flat teardrop. And I'm alternating them down. So 2 and then 1. I'm not too worried about dropping a lot of gel onto the nail, since this is a syrup color. It is semi-translucent. Not really going to have any issues with it curing properly. Just don't go too thick, because if you don't want them raised, then you're going to have to do a lot of encapsulation. This is already darker than what I had on my left thumb, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure it. And now, before we finish off those strawberries, we're gonna go in and put the large one on the pinky. Going in with our tops now, once again using another color from Tiny. This one is TYY039. from our Syrup Rainbow collection. And a little less on the brush, please. And this one's a little bit more difficult because it's really translucent and pale. You just want to kind of create like a top hat. I'm not going to worry about making it look exactly like a strawberry because it's really tiny. It's not necessary. People will know what it is. For this one though, we're going to go around the top in an arc. Then we're going to bring a point down through the center. And a little stem. So I'm going to cure both fingers now and then go over with a second layer. The last part of this manicure before putting it on the bow and then base coating and top coating, of course, is the little seeds that go in the strawberry. And did you know, a little bit of fact, that there's very little nutritional value in strawberries? All the nutrition is in the seeds. The berry itself is a vehicle for the seeds. I'm just going in with my the very, very, very tip of my brush and dotting in 3 seeds on each. And then this one will get seeds as well in the form of hash marks. Now before this goes into the lamp, because I've been sticking my hand in the lamp a lot and I don't want to keep doing it, I'm going to go ahead and put the bow on. So I'm using Makartt Gem Glue, and I need my little wax tool. I did not have 2 of the same bows, unfortunately, so I'm using one pink and one blue iridescent. Let's not put it upside down, please. All right, onto the base coat and the top coat because we need to encapsulate and then finish this off. So I think I did a lot better with this hand in terms of not letting anything get too thick, because I had to really pile on the base coat to level everything off. Probably have to put more on my ring finger and my pinky finger. I've got a bit of a slope here that I want to level out. And that's more because I was lazy and I didn't want to do a Build-A-Gel layer. I'm just going to put an extra bead down the center. And then turn my finger upside down so that it levels towards the apex. All right, so now I'm going to go into my middle finger. I'm going to push the gel up underneath so that we can get that encapsulated well. The problem with large charms near the cuticle is then it's difficult to get gel in there. I'm going to take a smaller brush and dab it in. And I'm going to have to do some cuticle cleanup, but that's okay. It's the nature of the game. All right, that's going to take us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely let me know what you think of this set. I think this is definitely going to be the last set that I do in summery colors. They are a little bit muted, but they are still more summer than anything else. The next few sets that I do will be heading into fall territory, and then I'm going to be doing some Halloween nails, and I've got a video coming up for Halloween nail art designs, accent nails, so stay tuned for that. Thank you once again for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye.